Hey, I'm Alexi from Children of Bodom, and you are watching Guitar Parts. And I will do a master class for you. So let's get it on. Alright, so first we're gonna go through some warm-up exercises. So this is basically just the alternate picking thing. I'm gonna do it slowly for you. Let's do it from E minor. It's basically the 3 high strings here, and here it goes. It's a little slower. Alright, this one is the opening riff from a song called All Twisted. I'm gonna play it in the real tempo first, okay? Okay, let's slow it down. Alright, so the picking for this one is basically a little unusual, I guess. So I do a lot of upstrokes, sorry. Like that, so you can see I do it right here. So I go like, this sounds meaner when you do like, so like this. And there's a muted G note. And same thing here. Basically, I do the up, down, up, down. Like that. And the ending of the riff is kind of complex too. Hold on, let me just break it down for you. This one. So you got a lot of muting going on in here. So basically, you just go like, so this. And same thing here, mute. And this one, basically, you gotta go like, and then do that as a chord. So whole thing once more. Almost made it. Okay, so I'm going to show you a couple of things with the whammy bar, so let's see what we got. Well, there's a cool thing, you know, you can use that on solo or whatever. I mean, this one is in E minor, so it's just an effect. Basically, just go like, you know, and then you dip the whammy bar, and then basically, so it makes it a pretty cool effect. Ow. And then So you don't pick the notes at all, actually. Basically, the note initiates from the whammy bar, you know, basically. So it's like that. So you go like whenever you're on the 15th, and then you do that, and then another hammer on, and then again with the whammy bar. So that's like, and then this one, basically just like you don't pick that either. You know, you just basically dip the whammy bar down, and then put your like do a hammer on the 14th fret on the G string. So it sounds like this. So I do a lot of vibrato too. So and then the last thing is like, and then just basically maybe you might want to like end it with close it with something like this. It's very simple, you know. Basically, you do the same thing. Like you don't actually pick the notes either. You know, you do like a pull off like that, and then put your finger on the 7th fret, you know, and don't push it all the way down. You know, just like basically just kiss it like that. So like, and yeah, you gotta actually, you know, when you touch it, you gotta do it while you're going up with the whammy bar, so it's like, you know, it sounds like a vacuum cleaner almost. So you know, the whole thing. All right, and now I'm going to show you a couple of things with the tapping. Whoops, sorry about that. And so basically, you use your middle finger from the right hand, you know, and then tap the note here. So this is what it sounds like, the whole thing. And I want to slow it down for you. That's when you have to like tap the thing, hammer on, and then you gotta like, you have to pick the note with the middle finger like this. So and then you just like jump up here. So there we go. So that's what we call an arpeggio. But I'm gonna show you something more simple first, you know, so you can like get the technique down first, okay? So instead, take the top 3 strings here, you know, and go with A minor this time around. So you would pick the notes from the A minor chord, which are A, C, E, and then high A. So that's basically what an arpeggio is. It's notes of the chord just played separately. Okay, so you just go like that, and I use sweep picking with the arpeggio, right? So what you do is that, you know, you do only downstrokes like this, and then that would be an upstroke, and then it's a pull off, and then upstrokes. Like that, you know. So basically, you might want to just try that very slow and just like get comfortable, like, because you gotta mute the next string, and you gotta kill the note like before you move on to the next string, so it doesn't sound like this. You know, it's gotta go like. Okay, so what I do is that, you know, like I mute it like slightly with the palm of my hand, plus that I take, you know, I don't press the finger anymore. So I mean that kind of kills the note like that. So when you do those two combined, it's like dead, right? Like that. So. All right. Okay, let's move on to the E minor. Key of E minor, and I'm going to show you some, which is a 5-string arpeggio. And this one's more complicated, so, you know, just try, you know, start it very slow, okay? So you go into the 19th fret here. You do the notes of E minor, so basic E, G, B, E, G. So it's like, and then same thing down, only, you know, down backwards as well. And you do only upstrokes. So upstrokes, and then you can use the pinky or the ring finger, you know, whichever you like, doesn't matter. I very often use the ring finger. Depends. All right, so then there's another thing that you could actually add, you know, just to make it sound a little crazier, if you want. Basically, you do the arpeggio, and then you tap the E note from here. So it sounds, you know, it's like all the way up. And if you want to go even crazier than that, you know, like you could add another B note from the A string. So it's like, like that. So that's pretty cool. All right, I'm gonna show you a riff from a song called Transference. Okay, this is basically the C part, so to speak. All right. Goes in normal tempo first. So this is basically all just alternate pick, and then I'm gonna slow it down for you so you can see what the hell's going on, okay? There's string skipping, you know, you hop over the D string first, you know. So that's the first. So. And here's the pattern, you know, you go high up on the 12th frets. So what you do here, everything else is muted except for the A note. You can hear it. And also the B flat. So, and that's an upstroke, you know, the chord. And also, yeah, you do a little slide here. All right, and then the next part would be. So basically, you hop over the D string again. And the same pattern, but you go from A, so it's like. Same thing with the muting. So basically, you just mute the everything else but the E notes and the F, and then the D chord, D third. So that's the whole thing. I'm gonna play it in normal tempo one more time. There we go. So there's that. I hope you guys had fun and got something out of it. So I'm gonna get going, so keep on practicing, all right? And see you guys later. Ciao.